Thanks for watching Morning Mix. The Aiken Driving Club is a carriage driving club located in Aiken. Their members are passionate about carriage driving, and they strive to promote the sport in the community. One of their events is coming up on Sunday, March 9th at the Vista Schooling and Event Center at Aiken, and that's something that everyone is welcome to come and see. Champion carriage driver Tracy Turner and her horse Cooper are internationally known and highly distinguished in the equestrian sport. She's a member of the Aiken Driving Club and joins us this morning with more information on the event. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tracy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tracy, you're originally from Red Bank, New Jersey, residing here in the CSRA now. How did this journey of becoming a champion carriage driver begin for you?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to shorten it for you. I started riding. I was fascinated with horses from the time I was 4 and wanted to ride. My parents found a trainer for me or instructor for me. So I started riding and doing that sort of regularly. Then went off to school in New England, in Vermont, and college. Didn't really do that much riding in college, but then when I left there, I got a horse that was from New Jersey. They were turning a farm into a development, so they were giving these horses away. And so I got one, and that's when my first ownership of a horse. And I was in the feed store, and an older woman came in and said, "A buggy whip. I'm looking for a buggy whip." And I thought, I'd really love to be looking for a buggy whip when I'm her age and I can't ride anymore. And I can still do horse things and not have to be as mobile. So I started learning to drive, but picturing myself as the little old lady going down the road until I met a couple of ladies who did combined driving. And that's the sport we're engaged in right now. That's sort of a triathlon for carriage driving. 3 events with where the results are added up to determine the winner.
And this has brought you, again, internationally around. You've won a number of different championships here, and it's finally brought you to Aiken here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the organization, the Aiken Driving Club.
Sure. It is a club that was started back in the 70s, I believe, and by some carriage driving enthusiasts. And they wanted to get together and I think in the beginning they did a lot of coaching where they had 4 horses pulling a big coach. And it's turned into a club that really supports a lot of different types of driving. So combined driving, like you see here, where there's dressage, marathon, and cones. But there's also pleasure driving, which is more about looking at your connection with the horse, what your carriage is like. There are a lot of antique carriages out there still. I think of those as kind of a piece of Americana that's not really coming back. So it's also a way of preserving that history and tradition.
Now, the Driving Derby number 3 is coming up on Sunday, March 9th, and it's open to the public.
Yes.
What can attendees look forward to at the event?
Yeah, a lot of excitement. We have lots of different divisions from miniature horses do derbies too, all the way up to big horses, singles, pairs, that's 2 horses, and 4 in hands, which is 4 horses going all at the same time. And all of them navigate the same cones and obstacles that the other horses do. So what the driver needs to decide is what's the best route through those obstacles for their particular equine, whether it's a little one or a really big one, or 4 at the same time.
And you're right, it is all sizes.
Yes.
From the miniatures up.
Yeah.
And of course, the Aiken and the surrounding area, it's been called thoroughbred country for a long time.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, from what I understand, people used to send their horses down to Aiken for training in the wintertime from the north. Because it's not that hospitable. It's why I'm here, actually, also. I read a book that said you have to go to the place that's best for you to get better, and that was the Aiken area for me. And so people sent their thoroughbreds down on the train, actually. I've heard that the halters, the horses wore halters of different colors, and the houses along the train track were painted different colors. So they'd know all the horses with the green halters go to the green house trainer, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just a very wonderful weather and also footing the ground is really good for horses. And Windsor, where I live, is really good for carriage driving because it's a lot of sand. If it rains, 5 minutes later, you can go out and drive as if it had never rained. The water just seeps in. So there are some reasons why we're here.
All right, it's the Aiken Driving Club's Carriage Driving Derby. That's on Sunday, March 9th. Tracy, thank you for giving us all that information.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.